Hi, Shank Van Solen from DELAVAL, Business Development Manager. We are here at Bosteil, and we're going to show you how we help Bosteil integrate from a tie stall barn to their new robotic facility. So as you can see behind us, this is used to be a 4-row tie stall barn where they milked 120 cows. Used to be 4 rows in this barn. They have taken 2 of the rows out and made it their far off dry cow program now on a pack facility. Follow me and we'll show you how we've made this integration happen. So a lot of questions are, how do we move milk from one facility to the other and keep it simple? So as you can see, we got the regular pipeline that's coming out here, and we did not move any of the milking, the cooling equipment from the original barn out the front. So how did we achieve the goal of moving the milk? So come on up through here and we'll show you. So this is the transfer room, I guess we could call it, and the cleaning facility for the cooling, and where we put the barrels for the chemicals for the robots. And as you can see, we have a mini cooler in the middle here, so all the milk comes from the robots to this room. It's pre-cooled and sent out to the main cooler at the front of the tie stall facility. Come on out here and we'll show you the new barn. So the Bosteil family has, they decided to go with 3 V310s. The progesterone unit on the robot was very appealing to them. We went with 3 V310s in a free flow barn design and an L configuration. It's a sand bedded barn with comfort stalls and cooling fans, as you can see. And you can see right there, you got 2 V310s. This barn's designed to have self-sorting, so if we need cows for breeding and or cows that come up on the Del Pro with health issues, we can sort to the back pens. We'll see that in a minute when we go around the barn. So they feed twice a day on this facility, and as you look up the row here, you can see the OptiDual coming down, and this OptiDual runs 8 times a day, 4 times in between each feeding, and pushes the feed up for optimal production and cow health on this farm. So we got big important part about robots is your crossovers, having lots of room, lots of water access, tip troughs, keep your water clean. We have 14-foot feed lanes and 12-foot center lanes. This is a 6-row perimeter feed barn. And as you can see, here comes the OptiDual in to do its job. So as you can see, the OptiDual is set on this farm. It can do 3 different passes a day. This is the final pass before the night feeding. So you can see it's fairly close to the wall, so the cows don't have to overreach to get the feed. And this particular farm, Bosteil, they like feeding some dry hay on top. As you can see, the OptiDual has no issues pushing dry hay and mixing it and refreshing it with the TMR. So when the OptiDual is not working, this is the area where the OptiDual comes back and rests for a while and gets a little charge on life before it needs to go back out around the barn again. So this OptiDual does a full loop in this particular barn, and like we said before, 8 times a day. So another big question in the industry when building a new barn is, where do you put the foot baths? On this facility, the foot baths are put at the end of the barn. We kept them away from the robots. What they do here is when they do fill their stalls with sand, that day they put the cows to the foot baths. So they once a week they fill the stalls with sand and the cows hit the foot baths here. As you can see, it's lots of room in the back of this barn also, so you can keep a few things that you might need in the barn. and lots of room to maneuver around. So one thing too, Bosteil toured a lot of facilities to get the best ideas that they could. This is an idea that they've seen and come up with is when they get sand for this barn, the dump truck can just back right in the center door, and they drop a whole load of sand right in the back of the barn for them. And this way the sand is never wet and or frozen in the wintertime, and easy accessible. But the best part is it makes a great play box for the kids here. And as you can see behind you, they got the loader tractors, and so it's a homemade sandbox at the same time. In this facility, when we set it up, we were looking for the best performance out of all the cows. And as you can see, the excellent cows, or the older cows, are in the tie stall barn, as the dad still likes to look at his cows. However, in this barn here, this is the 2-year-old side. So all 2-year-olds get put on this robot here, and that's where they stay for their lactation pretty much, unless we need some room. And then they get put on the second calf, the third calf side, where the 2 robots were that you've seen previous. Currently, this barn's got 67% 2-year-olds in it, and they're running, I think today's average is 39.5 liters with a 4.1 fat and 37,000 somatic cell. So these robots are V310s with somatic cell counters on them. So we do track all that information daily, and we'll show you those units in a second here. So there's 3 robots. There's 196 stalls with these robots for the 3 robots. The backside is like a training group here. So there's stalls here where they put their pre-fresh heifers, and these heifers also have access, if we'd like, to the robot for training. This works very well when these heifers calve out, that they take off and start running. And we'll just go around the corner and you can see where the cows calve out. So the other side of the barn, we have some pack pens where all the cows calve, coming from the pack barn on the other side there. So as you can see, we have fresh cow groups here. This is where the cows calve in, and full access to that single robot over there, and they get sorted back into these pens. So usually at the 3rd day, when the cow's doing really well or the heifer's doing well, they get put into the general population. So come on in, we'll look at one of the robot rooms. In Ontario right now, we still do need clean access. So you can see here how we designed a clean access bridge. So we can walk across this bridge, but it also allows the scrapers full access to scrape along the robots. And with this design, there's not very much hand scraping to be done. So come on in the robot room and we'll show you the robots. So this is the heifer, the 2-year-old robot. This is a V310. And as we talked about, it's equipped with the OCC and the progesterone monitoring. So this is how simple it really is. This is the OCC, which does the somatic cell counting. And this test on this box would be the same as any laboratory in your area. This little box up here, that's the progesterone. That's all it is. It's and it does full progesterone testing for cows that are cystic, cows that are prolonged anestrus, cows that are pregnant, and it tells you when to breed the cow before the cow is even in heat. It's a simple cartridge that you pull in and out to put in the progesterone strips. So as you can see, there's a 2-year-old entering the robot right now, and this arm's going to go out, and the first cup it gets is a pre-wash kit. So this cup goes under the cow, it washes, it cleans, and dries each teat individually. So you can see now that's 90 seconds and the teat cups are going on and being attached to the teats. You can see the plumpness of the teats already coming. So as soon as all the cups are on, we'll look at the screen and we'll see you how fast the milk letdown is of this young cow. So if you come over to the screen, you can see on this young animal here, these are the projections of how much milk each quarter is going to give. So we measure each quarter. We know exactly what's coming out of each one. So this quarter is 2.8, 2.2. Not all quarters are the same, but you can see how fast, because the way we prep the teats, how fast this cow went into full flow of milk letdown. Right from the screen, you can see everything you want to see about this animal. If you go, this is her lactation. This is how much milk she's going to give. Tells us here that she's pregnant. Tells us our somatic cell on this particular animal. Everything we want to see about her. The other option on the screen is that if we wanted to do something manually with this cow, we can do everything right manually. We can change settings for the gates. We can let her out. We can stop milking. We can do all this right from here. We can also do, right from this robot, we can do everything on the other two robots. So all from one screen if we wanted to. The other great part is in control. So in control is it's all on your phone. Whatever you see on this screen is on your phone. So you could be raking stalls in the back of the barn and hear something, or you want to let that cow out, and you can do it right from your phone. All this information, cow cards, letting the cow out, is all on your phone. You can do that all there. Come on, let's go upstairs for a coffee and we'll see the office and where the boys sit down and go through the information that DELPRO shows them. Come on up this way. So what happened on this farm is when they were putting the barns together, they thought, well, we got all this space upstairs, how could we utilize it? So they decided to make a business office up here. So as you can see from the office window here, this was the past. This is where they've been milking cows for 15 years in a 4-row barn. And come on over here and we'll show and see how we connected these barns together. And out this door is the future. So as you can see, you know, minimal disturbance of the cows. The cows are very happy in this barn. If you look through the barn, they're all lying down, they're eating, they're doing their thing. They just love this future. This barn's made that they can expand even further out the other way and add some more robots if they wish someday. The monitor we just passed tells them what the cows are doing if they're in heat. Thank you for coming on this tour of Bosteil Farms, and look forward to more DELAVAL barns in the future.